Hello, everyone, and welcome, Libra, to this video. In this video, I will be doing a general tarot reading for the lovely sign of Libra. So, this video will resonate with all people who have strong Libra placements in their birth chart, or if you are a sun, moon, or rising Libra. And I have to admit, this really is an interesting start to this particular reading. I intended to start off the reading with the What's the Vibe Oracle deck, but as I was shuffling, there were three cards that flew out from my tarot deck. So, usually, what I do before I even start a reading, I start channeling the energy, doing a little guided meditation to connect with spirit and connect with my highest self. And as I was shuffling again the traditional tarot deck, there were three major arcana cards that flew out. So this definitely is a powerful start to this particular reading. So we have the Justice card, which I would say this is very ironic or coincidental, but I do not believe in coincidences. So this really is a wonderful start to the reading because this card definitely represents the sign of Libra. And so it's paired here with the Hierophant reversed and the Hangman reversed. So major messages definitely coming through here with these three cards to start off the reading. Libra, here the strongest thread of energy that I am picking up on currently is this choice that needs to be made. It's some sort of choice that is going to have a long-term repercussion for you, Libra. And this choice is really weighing heavily on your heart, is what it feels like. It feels as if you are being guided to make some sort of choice that will have an everlasting impact or some form of long-term repercussion for you. So this really feels like cause and effect is what it feels like. It really feels as if you align to a particular set of circumstances or a particular choice, it's going to lead you down a particular path. And so you're being asked right now to look within, to really go into introspection, maybe even hermit mode if you have to, and really decide if this choice is something that is really what needs to be made right now. You know, it really feels as if you're slightly confused or you're being burdened in a sense by whatever this choice may be. I'm feeling a strong thread of energy that fairness, balance, and karmic consequences are at play with your current situation right now. So it's really important for you to really align with a strong sense of integrity, fairness when it comes to your actions. You know, you can only really control the way that you react to a certain situation. You can't control other people's reactions, the way other people handle things, if that makes sense. So, Spirit is really asking you right now, because it really feels like I had to take a little sigh right there, because this really feels heavy for the Libras that I'm channeling into. Not really sure how many Libras are in the small collective that I channel every week, but I do channel for a very specific collective every Wednesday. And I know that there's a lot of high vibrational people within this particular collective, but I'm not sure how many aligned with the sign of Libra or if they have strong Libra placements within their birth chart. But Spirit is asking you right now to make decisions and make choices that align with your highest potential, but also with a clear understanding of the potential impact. So, again, there's that cause and effect thread that I'm really feeling very heavily here, Libra. And the reason why I'm feeling this is because this card really is a reminder that the choices that you make, they have significant effects not just on your life, but on the life of others, the lives of the people that you touch on a daily basis, the ones that you have a spiritual, deep connection with. So I'm really sensing here that whatever this choice is that has to be made, it really feels like you're going to be doing this in a very unorthodox way with the Hierophant card. You're really looking for a really unique way of doing something right now. It really feels like the personal growth or journey that you're on right now. You're really questioning a lot of your core true beliefs and values. You're questioning if you want to keep aligning with a dogmatic way of thinking. You're really looking for something really unique on your particular spiritual path, your particular spiritual journey here. So, again, this really feels like it's a time of reflection, a time of introspection, because I'm sensing that you're looking for new perspectives. You're trying to break free from the status quo, is what it feels like, or just a mundane way of the way that you've been handling things in your life. You're looking for a new perspective. You're looking for a sense of individuality. You're really exploring new horizons. And if this hasn't not happened yet, this will occur the more that you go through introspection, the more that you hermit, the more that you look from within, and the more that you connect to your higher self is what this feels like. It really feels like there's been some sort of disconnect, or what I'm sensing, some sort of trial, this internal trial or tribulation that you've been going through, Libra. And it really seems like you are trying to search for some answers, but you're searching in an unorthodox way. So you're really trying to open your mind to many different ways of living, ways of being. This is what it feels like. It does feel heavy. It feels like a confusing journey is what this thread of energy feels like. But I'm sensing here that you are really being challenged right now to see a different outcome, see a different path, to open up a different avenue, a different way of being is what it feels like. Now, with this Hangman card in reversed, it really feels as if there's a sense of complacency on your part, Libra. It really feels as if there's some stagnation going on with your personal growth, your spiritual growth, and it really feels like you're not seeing the results that you want in the now, in the present moment, is what it feels like. But Spirit is really asking you to shift this attitude, to really surrender to the universe, to know that you are being supported right now by your highest self, by your spirit team, by your soul tribe. And in doing so, and in adopting a more flexible mindset for spiritual development, you will see the changes that you desire in the 3D, in the physical. And you'll start feeling a lot lighter, is what it feels like. So even though it seems like with this particular thread of energy that you might not be on the right path, you might be feeling, again, confused, lost, or, a sense of stagnancy or not really knowing where to go, directionless. But you are on the right path here. You just have to go from within, and you have to release whatever no longer serves you at this present moment. Release whatever is tying you down, weighing you down, making you feel heavy. I'm sensing that the more you open your mind to different perspectives, to different ways of being, you will align with something that is truly meant for you, something that truly resonates for you, and that will continue inspiring this particular spiritual growth, the personal journey that you're on right now. Let's get an oracle card and see what Spirit has to say here based on these messages from the cards that flew out from the traditional tarot. Okay, as I'm shuffling, it seems to be a theme in this particular reading that the cards are just literally flying out. So these are very strong messages, very powerful messages that I do hope connect with you, Libra. The first message comes from the reassess card. It says you're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup. Very powerful, very direct message there from Spirit. And then the next card says dependence. And it says there's something or someone you are clinging to, and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own. Wow, so that's really heavy right there, too, is what it feels like. And it feels as if there is some karmic person. The reason why I say karmic is because the Justice card does talk about karma as well. So there must be some sort of karmic connection that you're dealing with right now that's plaguing you, that's causing a lot of strife in your life, that's causing you to experience a lot of resistance when it comes to your potential growth from aligning to yourself, your highest self. And whatever this is, it feels like there's a lot of heaviness surrounding this connection. It really feels as if you've experienced a lot of trials, tribulations, a lot of experiences with this particular individual, this particular energy that we're channeling into you right now. So I'm going to use the What's the Vibe deck. This is probably the best deck to use in terms of seeing the energy between particular connections. I wanted to say romantic connections. So this could be a romantic partner for you. Okay, and it's really funny how the Karmics card came out. So this is definitely confirmation from Spirit that this is a karmic connection. The card says third parties, haters, lesson learned. So this is definitely a karmic connection. There could be third party individuals or third party energies involved. So those energies could be, drugs, addiction. It could be gambling. It could be drinking. It could be someone that is really triggering you at the moment. Whatever this third party energy could be, that could be influencing this other person that you have a karmic connection with. But I'm just sensing a lot of heaviness. I'm sensing a lot of strife. Again, I'm sensing a lot of confusion, even with this particular connection. I'm sensing a lot of turmoil between you and this person. I'm sensing a lot of hit or miss energy, a lot of hot and cold energy, a lot of back and forth energy with this particular person. I'm sensing a lot of headache energy for some reason. So you could be getting a lot of headaches thinking about this person, or this person could be, raising your blood pressure, causing your health to decline, really not adding value is what it feels like to your life, mentally, physically, spiritually, in all aspects of your life is what it feels like. And we have the vacay card. So Spirit is really suggesting here, this card says get away, relax, have fun, to really detach from this person, to really bring your energy back into you. We have the Night Life card, and it says striptease, gamble, Vegas. So this definitely, again, is really putting the energy back into you, learning how to have fun, learning how to do things on your own, to not be so codependent on this person, to not have this person, give you that external validation is what it feels like. It feels as if you really need to take back what belongs to you, your beautiful high vibrational energy, Libra, and really align again with your own highest timeline. If you recognize that this particular connection is a karmic connection, then there's a few things that you probably can do that can alleviate a lot of the karmic energy between the two of you. I definitely recommend focusing your energy back on you, calling your energy back to you, taking it back, fully accepting your role within the connection, practicing compassion and kindness and generosity in your daily life, particularly for you, but also engaging in acts of service for others that are in need, or really creating positive karma through your thoughts, your words, your actions. Also, whatever mindfulness practices that you have, meditation, yoga, anything that promotes inner peace from within, this could help reduce the attachment to the negative aspects of this particular connection. So, definitely practicing a lot of self compassion, forgiveness, not just for the other person, but for yourself. Because holding on to that anger or that resentment, it can create more negative karma. But the major way to release this karmic burden is you have to identify what the purpose of this particular connection is, what it is that is going to help facilitate personal growth and spiritual development on your end, but also allowing individuals within the connection to learn and evolve from past experiences. So that's the thing about karmic relationships, is that it's really built on the past, previous lifetimes, the accumulation of the karma from previous lives, certain lessons that you haven't learned particularly yet. But I'm sensing that you're really close, though. I'm sensing a breakthrough, but I'm also sensing that there are certain karmic patterns that are reoccurring, and not just from childhood, but from previous lives. And it's really triggering right now. I'm sorry, I just had to take a moment to just kind of breathe a little bit, because it really feels too that you're resistant to accepting your role within this particular karmic situation. I feel like you've identified that this situation with this particular person is really not serving you right now in the present moment in the 3D, but it really seems like you're reluctant, in a sense, to really detach from this person, or to detach certain behavioral roles or certain things that have really lowered your vibration over the years, is what it feels like. Okay, we have the Be Present card, and it says you are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. I feel like that's a very specific message for certain Libras that we're channeling here in this particular reading. So it really does feel as if this is plaguing your mind, or it's been plaguing your mind for a while, and you're really uncertain on how you can resolve this. So I'm definitely not a therapist. I'm definitely not a counselor by any means, but it really feels like the solution for you resolving this particular connection, or at least making it look better for you in the 3D and even spiritually. It requires you to go within and to identify, again, certain patterns or lessons that have been carried throughout this particular life that you haven't quite learned, and for you to address those. But it feels like you have to do this alone. It feels like you have to do this on your own. But just know that you're not alone. Spirit definitely is at your side. Your soul tribe, your spirit team, the universe, whatever higher power you align yourself with is definitely with you at this particular time. It just requires you to really surrender and to really go with the flow state, is what it feels like. Okay, so I'm feeling really guided to end this particular reading here. I do want to pull one more oracle card deck. I'm sorry, one more oracle card for a final message from Spirit. Okay, and we have the acceptance card. This card says you may be disappointed with a recent outcome. Remember, if one door closes, you are being redirected to one that will soon open to your true soul path. Okay, I feel like that's a really beautiful place to definitely end the reading here. I really want to thank you, Libra, for extending your beautiful high vibrational energy to co create the message that came out here in this reading. And if you do resonate with this message, I would love to hear from you in the comments, or feel free to like the video or subscribe. Also, if you do resonate with my energy, I do collective readings every week on Wednesdays for a very particular specific collective. But if you wish to extend your high vibrational energy to that particular collective, again, I definitely recommend that you like or subscribe on any of the videos. This will help me channel your specific high vibrational energy, and you'll help co-create the messages that come out for the collective. I'm definitely sending you lots of light, love, and happiness. I definitely believe that you have it within you to overcome this particular heavy situation, Libra. I'm definitely rooting for you. You are definitely supported by the universe. Please don't forget that. Thank you again, and I will see you all in the next episode.